Welcome, family. So welcome to Beltane Earth Magic. We are live from Egypt, here in Luxor, Egypt. And we have beautiful songstress, Reya Manna. I want to say hello to this beautiful Earth Magic family.
Hello, welcome, happy Beltane. It's such a blessing to be here together.
We are at our exact midpoint in our Alchemy of Egypt journey. So whoever just wants to stand up and just kind of pop your head in and like wave to everyone. So we have, for us, it's 10 o'clock at night. So some of our group is going into the dream world, but I want you to see the friends who are here. Keep popping your heads in. Hello. You're going to hear us all singing, and I might invite some friends up to sing and be here. So we're all sending love to you. And also, everyone who's here online with us, go ahead and chat in and just offer some blessings from where you are, from where you're tuning in. This, of course, is the Earth Magic Fire Festival of Eros and Love. So we're gonna go for it in all those ways. So in the way of our igniting the circle and community tending, just starting, oh, Cinda, thank you, 111 where you are. All right, we have, yes, the altar is really, really gorgeous. So blessings are starting to come in. We've got endless love, Beltane blessings from the UK, thank you. Yes, keep pouring them in from London, Portland. Blessings of love, joy, and passion. Blessings and love from Athens. Keep them coming in, everyone. That's it. Trying to catch them all. From the south of Seattle, from Copenhagen. Yes, I'll be there soon in a couple weekends. Honeybee Love from Denver, thank you. Annette's here. So Beltane, fire blessings of love and flowering. And I'll see Annette in Copenhagen soon too. Renewal from Madrid. Hi, Laura of Indianapolis. Wild weather, yeah, so bless it all. From LA, hi Helen, good to see you. Helen, we're gonna be singing a lot. Helen's an amazing singer. And first time, oh, Suzanne, it's your first time meeting us, welcome. So this is a group from just all over, and we love to celebrate the Earth Magic. And this year, we are in Egypt. So we're happy to welcome you and to meet you. Yeah, thank you so much. And we're in LA too, Moose and I, so we might see you there. Layla coming in from LA, thank you, thank you. More from California coming in. Yes, Trista and Cassandra are here. Kathleen Roscos is calling out to the two of you from your teacher training together. Oh, love you, Reya. Kaya.
Oh, Kaya.
You know Kaya?
Yeah.
Topanga's in full bloom. Samuel, which Samuel is here? Is that the Samuel that I know? Where are you? I'm trying to find you. Wait.
Samuel Nar.
Oh, is that our Samuel?
Nani?
Yes. Wait. We think we both know you. I want to see. It is Samuel.
Oh,
Hi, Samuel. Hey, Moose. Look who's here. It's so fun. We're so happy. Yeah, come off mute. It's good to see you. Samuel, you know, every now and then I might just ask you to sing for the fun of it. Okay.
I don't know about that.
All right, everyone. Who's in the shot?
We're just framing it.
Okay. So we have what we're gonna bring. Let's we're gonna just start with this because it's from this land here. And you wanna tell everyone from the temple and what this instrument is. And at Beltane, it's all things chimes and bells and things that sing and ring and make amazing sounds. So you can have all those.
So this is a sistrum, and it is from the temple of Dendra, which is the temple of Hathor, the goddess of music we talked about earlier. And the hieroglyphics on the wall depict many of the priests and priestesses at the temple holding these. And so apparently it was for some sort of sound alchemy, that the temples were resonant sound chambers, and they could use these instruments to invoke divinities, to invoke altered states of consciousness. So This is a replica of something that we see in the hieroglyphs on the temple wall.
Thank you. Okay. So to open,
And be careful with how close you're doing.
oh yeah, thank you. Liz is happy. So to open, we're going to be invoking the protection of the space and the elementals and the directions, and also at the time of Beltane Earth Magic, the honeybees and all things honey in the heart. So let's begin by humming through our body, from our heart, and that beautiful, delicious sound of honeybees. And you can let your body kind of circle and move, and just know you can always get up and dance or lie down and whatever you want to do. Now keep that going. And through your humming and through your voice and the sound vibration of all of us together and all over the world, we begin to churn through the beehive of the heart and to alchemize in the way of love and creativity and the eros of the earth and our sensuality, and bring this honey through your body, through your voice, and channel the honey into your organs and your glands and your bones and your muscles and your nervous system, and into the subtle energy body and the chakras. Keep humming, everyone, and let your body kind of move and pulse with it. Another minute, really hum and send it like a blessing of the beehive of the heart, a blessing of healing, a blessing of renewal, a blessing of creativity. Keep humming, everyone. Just hum louder. If I speak, just hum more. And you can keep humming, and Reya is going to begin to really call in this circle of protection and the directions and into our spaces, and then a circle of protection around all of us in this collective field.
Wow. We invite in the north, the south, the east, the west. We invite in the archangels that tend those gates. Archangel Uriel, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Gabriel. We invite in the energy of our Mother Earth. We give gratitude, blessings from our heart to her heart. We invite in the elementals of the earth, the brownies, the water, the undines, the fire, the sylphs, fire, the salamanders, the air, the sylphs, and the spirits of ether. We invite in the kingdoms of stone, of plants, of insects, of animals, of humans and angelic. We ask that our matter be harmonized. We invite in the energy of the sun, the moon, the stars, the star beings, our teachers of light, our guides, our angels, our archangels, those beings of light that guide us and guard us in a good way. We invite them into the space to uplift us, to clean us, to cleanse us, to teach us. We establish a circle of protection around us. We invite in only energies that are for our highest good, and we ask that any other energies be satisfied elsewhere. We send light through our ancestral lines. We send light past and future through our ancestral lines so that as a byproduct of our coming together today in prayer, that all are blessed. Our past is blessed, our future is blessed. We invite in the Great Mother, creator of all. We ask that all be aligned, harmonized, and balanced, and even that which we don't know needs to be healed or adjusted. May the wisdom greater than ourselves align us with all that is needed at this time for our highest and best, for the highest and best of all. And we invite in infinite love, the thread that weaves us all together. And we give our deep gratitude. Aho.
Thank you. Okay, I prepared some slides, and just so that we can have some foundational understanding, you will all receive all of these. And to initiate that, though, I think this beautiful song that Reya created for us for the Alchemy of Egypt, she had some songs for us and mantras that we were all singing and chanting to prepare us for this incredible journey. And this first one is Lumine. So maybe tell them just a little bit about this one, and then we'll play it, and then I'll open up the slides too.
So this is a Latin mantra, and it's lumen de lumine, and it means light of light. And so that's the main part. It's, if you want to repeat it after me, it's lumen,
Lumen,
de,
de,
lumine.
lumine.
So when we say it after in sequence, it'll sound like lumen de, lumine.
Okay, I'll write that in.
Well, that's on the slide.
It is, but I want them to have the full view. Lumine,
Lumen de, lumine.
lumen de, like that.
Separate word for day.
Here you
I
go.
can type it.
So there's a slide for this, but I really want you to have the whole visual effect of with Reya and anyone who wants to scoot in close for the singing so that you can contribute to that voicing.
So
Okay.
that's the part that we'll be repeating over and over again. And then there's another part in there. It's Deum Verum, De Deo Vero, and we wrote that in the chat. And it means God by the way, or God by the way of truth, truth by the way of God. It's just an acknowledgement of the light within us, and it invokes the luminous beings, the solar energy. It's for cleansing, for healing, for blessing, for alignment. And there's one other part, and it's I remember who I am. So when we get to that, you'll recognize what we're saying.
Right. Okay. Who wants to cut you off?
So the idea with the song, which you'll probably hear happen around here, is we'll get started with the Lumen de Lumine, and we'll kind of anchor that in. And then I'll introduce the Deum Verum, De Deo Vero, and we'll anchor that in. And then once we do that, we'll start kind of, you can sing what you like. You can sing one of these parts, you can just feel into your heart and sing what's coming through. The idea is that we're invoking this collective space, this collective heart space, and we're singing as one body, and we're allowing the universe to sing through us. So just connect with your heart, feel your alignment through your central column, connecting the core of our Mother Earth, her heart, up through our body, through our heart, connecting with the heart of the sun, feeling our alignment, and we sing to pay homage to this beautiful life we've been given.
Great. I always like everyone really near, so I'm like, come in, come over. But you don't have to, but in case you want to.
Lumen de
Okay, you can stay near. I'm gonna open up.
And a question
You know,
for
I love
maybe
to
Moose
travel
or
with
some,
everyone.
for someone in the chat, was the sound okay? Did it blow out? Were we too loud? Great. Okay, good.
Okay, here we go. So I'm just calling everyone in because that's just what I do. And I think it's good for us all to be together. Now, all I have to do is find the slides, and they are here. Okay, did it. And I gotta make them bigger. Okay, where's that part? Here it is. Okay, Beltane, everyone. That photo is just this week. Okay, so we are at Beltane Eve right now, and we're in this waxing moon. We're right in the middle of the eclipse portal from the new moon, the second new moon in Aries, and with that total solar eclipse. And we're at a half point, both in our journey here in Egypt, as well as in the midpoint ish of the eclipse between the solar and the lunar, because we're moving towards the full moon in Scorpio on Friday, May 5th, and we're at the midpoint, of course, between spring equinox and the summer solstice in the northern hemisphere. We're going for all these fun things: songs of love and healing, Celtic wheel of wisdom, community celebration, magical codes from Egypt, and our Beltane journey. Here's a symbol, one of the drawings for the wheel of the year. So Yule, also known as winter solstice at the top, and Lita, or summer solstice, at the bottom. Over here is the spring equinox, and across from that is Maypole, the fall equinox. Between the spring equinox and the summer solstice, we have Beltane. So we often hear it as Beltane, but has different ways of saying it. It means bright fire, and you'll see the breakdown of that in just a moment. Here is from last year. I was in Avalon for Beltane, and here's one of the maypoles with the flowering top and all the ribbons. We are gonna do some form of this tomorrow when we head up to Cairo. And this is a photo that I took as well from Avalon last year. And I was with Annette, who's here on the call with us. And this was all the flowers of Beltane around the Chalice Well in the Chalice Well Gardens. Here's a nice Beltane chant that I can teach you. So it goes like this. I'll just say it once with a little bit of rhythm, and then we can all do it together. Friends that in the circle stand, heart to heart and hand to hand, bringing Beltane to the land. Beltane magic here we sing, chant the rune and dance the ring, joy and blessing shall it bring. Okay, so now just reach out. If you're at home with someone, you can hug them, or just reach your arms open like this, and here we can all connect and chant or say this together. And so visualize us now. So start the visualization. If this was Beltane Eve, which it is, and the sun has gone down, which it has here, then we would light the great bonfire. And in that lighting of the community hearth and heart, we would extinguish the fires in our individual homes, and we would consciously come to the collective heart fire of the village, of the community. So begin to visualize that, and then as we light that fire and stoke the fire with our songs and our prayers and our blessing energy, we're summoning the fire of purification, as well as the fire that is the heart fire desire blazing through the center of our being. And then we're going to stay up all night singing and dancing, and some of us will. But imagine that we're all doing that, and then we would come to the early morning rays of the sunrise, and we would all be out, and we would have been making love all through the night, out in the fields, in the forest, and just having a very awesome time with the powers of eros and sensuality. And then we would all regather in the morning light for sunrise, and it would be also awesome. And then we would scoop up the morning dew from the plants and the trees and the land, and we would rub it all over ourselves and each other, and then sing and dance and kiss and make love more. And then we would dance around the maypole too. So this is like just a little visualization to make your heart happy. So here we go. Friends that in the circle stand, heart to heart and hand to hand, bringing Beltane to the land. Beltane magic, here we sing, chant the rune and dance the ring, joy and blessing shall it bring. Keep that visualization going while you're at it, because that really makes it fun. Okay, just a little foundation. We're going to come back to this song with Reya, and here's the one that we just sang, and you'll receive all these. Okay, little foundation, and then we'll mostly come into the singing together and into the ritual that we can create. So, Beltane, the bright fire. Most believe that it's really from a fire god. So here in Egypt, we have the sun god Ra. There's also in the Celtic lands and world a forest sun god Belenos, and Beltane from that bright fire. This is also referred to as May Day, which is probably the most common name. It's a fire festival. It's a cross-quarter festival. It's celebrated now, the eve of April 30th to all through May 1st. And then in the southern hemisphere, the opposite is happening, and that's called Samhain, which is really what's known as Halloween more in the modern day. But Samhain, the summer's in there, and that's the midpoint between the fall equinox and the winter solstice. Here's a beautiful image of a Celtic goddess of love, and her name is Rhiannon, and she rides the night sky with her white horse and with her birds all around her and bringing arrows to all the people's hearts. The Beltane is about the flowering of the earth. Now, in the Celtic wisdom, you work a lot with the wisdom of the trees, and so there are trees that have different points in the wheel of the year that come into being. The tree of the hawthorn tree is the one that, when it comes to flower, that's really the signification that this is the earliest announcement of summer. So summer solstice is coming in about 6.5 weeks. The fire festivals are the earliest announcement of what's to come. So the flowering of the earth is initiated, especially through the hawthorn tree, and it's one of the great portals of the fairy realm, and it takes you into the other realm, and those colors are often signified by white and red, which we have on the altar. So Beltane is known as the dawn of the year, and Samhain as the dusk. This is the time to really open to the surge of very powerful energy, passion, and action, and to go with the full flowering of your creativity and really bring the magic of you into the world. A few different aspects of Beltane is fire, mating, courtship, the maypole dance, the morning dew, things we've been talking about. Now here's another key aspect. It's really considered to be a highly alchemical, sacred marriage of Beltane. So you're going to hear this in different ways as the slides move on. Physical and spiritual union is one way. Earth and sky is another great union. Masculine, feminine is another great union. The lady and the Lord is another way that you might hear it. You might hear it as the horned one, the horned god, and the goddess of the earth coming together. So you're going to see that played out in just a moment more. And this is a very ecstatic time with lots of joy, lots of primal energy. It's joyous, it's lust-filled, it's free-spirited, it's healing, it's rejuvenating. It's also the fire of protection and purification. And we're going to leap our candles a little later as an example of that. But in the Beltane fires, we would all leap over the big bonfire together. A few more aspects. This is potent life energy time, the union of the horned god and the fertile goddess, sensuality, sexuality, polar opposites of life and death are remembered. It's a time of the great rite of sexual union and sacred marriage, and it really celebrates the mystical and the spiritual transformation that really happens in the depths of sexual union and the eros of love making. And then there's a lot of magic that happens here, and the May King and the May Queen, etc. Colors, all the colors that are spring bold colors, red and white, are specific to the fairy realm and to the other world. They are also symbolic of semen and blood, and green for all life, growth, and abundance. Everything honey is a big yes at Beltane, and all the sweets and the fruits and the honey cakes and the oats and the butters and things like this. The cows, the sheep, the bunnies, the white stag, the white deer, the white horse, lots of birds at this time. And then key symbols are ashes, the main bonfire, all forms of courtship, divine union, morning dew, lots of ribbons and bells, tie ribbons and bells all over your gardens and your trees and the forest. And then, of course, everything to do with flowers. Okay, just a few more slides, and then we're going to come into the singing and activating all of this. So again, here's just a symbol of everyone coming around the fire. This fire stands for that it's the capacity to release the individual burden. So you take the light out in your own home, and as you extinguish that, okay, I release these burdens from my being. What are the struggles? What are the things that we're really clinging to, holding on to, that are just like super like in the sludge, the status quo? They're refusing any type of just melting of the heart and making change. These types of things, we extinguish it and we symbolically let it go and say, I'm going to renew myself in the collective heart fire. I'm coming into the heart of community. Come to this unity, this collective empowerment. And I make this symbolic gesture of releasing that individual fire and coming to the community, really bowing to it, being part of it, kindling it, igniting it, contributing to it, singing to it, encouraging it to blaze even brighter, and then to see each other through that community heart fire power. Now, when we begin to do this, then that sense of like I'm all alone in my struggle begins to dissolve. The parts of ourselves that we're holding, we may be doing it unconsciously, just from our own wounds and things that we're just carrying the burdens of. We just say, okay, I am going to really give this to this Beltane bright fire. I'm going to give it with my trust. I'm going to give it with my passion. I'm going to give it with my tears. I'm going to give it with my curiosity. I'm just going to give it, and I'm going to give it all to this bright fire, and everything becomes the offering. I will give my pain. I will give my joy. I will give my confusion. I will give my uncertainty. I will give the feelings of blame and shame and guilt. I'm going to give all of it, and then I'm going to give my ecstasy, and I'm going to give my dreams and my intentions and my wishes for this planet, and all the ways that I am here in the way of collective care to lift up this planet and all beings. This is all what's happening. And you can feel it, like even in the speaking of it, the visualizing of it, that this is happening. We are living in a time of such great polarization and dehumanization, and the feeling of being all alone and stuck all alone in our struggles. And we need times to remember, to call all these parts back home to the community, to the collective heart, and to, of course, the heart that is the home of the collective of all the souls of all of ourselves and our being. And this is what Beltane stands for. And then we're going to bring it all into an alchemical sacred union that is just totally filled with eros and so much fun. So we are at the time of the divine union. The sacred marriage of the opposites is the central theme. Take this for what it means to you. think of your own life right now. Anything that feels like it's in a tension of opposites that is not working together. Because opposites working together through a tension of opposites become a complementarity that generates a greater force that's never been seen before. But they must be worked with consciously, lovingly, compassionately. So consider for your life right now, any place where it feels like there is just a pulling, a fragmenting of opposites, and that they're not working together. An example could be work and play. Maybe there's just lots and lots and lots of work and a forgetfulness and out of balance with the play. And while they seem so disparate and opposite at times, the truth is that when we really turn to them and work with them and dance with them and harmonize, then they work together and with each other. So really think of something for your own life that you want to bring into this divine union, this sacred marriage. And so then this is for the spiritual and the physical union as well. This is the sacred alchemy. In the more Celtic landscape, you would hear this as the Greenwood marriage, the marriage of the horned god uniting sexually with the goddess of fertility. And so then the horned god becomes a white stag, chases the fertile goddess who becomes a white deer, and they keep moving through this shape-shifting, transformative power. And then it's believed that through the sacred sexual fluids, that a mystical energy runs up the spine and brings great power and wisdom. And that's fun too. Okay, so now Beltane altar. And we have, of course, a gorgeous altar, and you can keep creating and crafting your altars at home all through tonight and tomorrow, and have fun with that. Here is another symbol of Rhiannon, this goddess of Eros and love, and of the Greenwood marriage. Okay, and here's where now we're gonna head to. So I'm gonna take us back to here in a moment, but I want to come to learn a song with Reya. And we have, I think that slide was up here. This is the Soul of the World one. And you can write in, now I'm gonna keep these lyrics up, but you can write in the chat box anything that you just feel called to share, perhaps a divine union that you are calling in, a sacred alchemy of the opposites being united within you, or anything that is just awakening in your being, perhaps just coming together in this collective energy, the community that we create through the field of all of us together. And so as Reya is setting up a little bit, how about if anyone in our circle, anyone wants to share something that you're alchemizing in the way of your own inner divine union? And you can just put your head in, say hello and your name. And
Can I see them? Or is
oh
this
yeah,
something-
here, yeah, we can see. So that's up here. There you go. Who would like to offer something? Yeah. Come on. Okay. Gillian, come on in. You can this is Gil, you can introduce yourself.
Hi, you guys. Yeah, I'm recently married 3 years ago, but it feels like it's a newlywed thing. And we, my husband is having some immigration issues, so he can't travel with me. And so I leave him behind, and he gets abandonment issues. And yeah, and I don't want to, I want to deepen our love and our juiciness so that I can go and travel the world with him, but also with this group and with others.
So how does that divine union look inside of you?
Kind of like a golden rope, but it's one rope.
Beautiful. So hang on to that as we keep singing. Who else would like to share an alchemy that you are calling in? Come on in, Lisa.
Hi everybody, I'm Liesel. So I guess what came to mind when Sianna spoke was that I work in quite a masculinized workplace, okay, in higher education. And sometimes I feel like a round peg in a square hole. I don't know if anybody else has ever felt like that in your workplace. Um, but well, there's not really a but. I want to bring my softness and my femininity and my combined, unified masculine femininity into that space. Yeah, I very much want to
Great.
combine those opposites and work with them and not shy away from my strength there, because sometimes I do feel I want to run away. But I'm going to stick with it. So thanks for the invitation to consider this union.
Great. Thank you, Liesel. Okay, Reya. Here's a beautiful song Reya wrote, and this is the one we were singing on the Nile today.
Yeah.
Everyone, we were floating down the Nile on a sailboat singing this song just a few hours ago.
So this song, you can either sing it with me or you can repeat it after me. And I wrote this song when I arrived here in Luxor for this trip.
Wow.
I wrote it for us. I was tuned in to what I felt was the magic that was working through. And whenever I write songs, I write them for a deepening of connection with ourselves and try to think, like, what are those words that I need to speak to myself? What do I need to say to myself? What do I wish the messages were that I had received from others, and I can give them to myself in this moment. So this is our magic recipe to ourselves to ignite all that beauty within. So we're going to start with the part underneath the line, underneath that starry line, and we'll do that a couple times so that you can get it, and then I'll go through, then I'll jump to the first part, Soul of the World, and then we'll go through all the verses. And it's the same kind of thing that you can really sing anything you want. I walk. Let's do it again. That was our warm-up. Okay. I walk, remembering how to follow my heart and believe in myself. I know the blessing of life, I walk, remembering how to follow my heart and believe in myself. I know the blessing of life, Let's do it so sweetly. Sing it to your own heart. I walk, remembering how to follow my heart and believe in myself. I know the blessing of life now. But the soul, the mother of the world, is revealed through a humble heart. I love life, and life loves me. The soul of the world is revealed through a humble heart. I love life, and life loves me. them after me, or sing them at the same time. Here we go. Sing to your own heart. I walk, remembering how to follow my heart and believe in myself. I know the blessing of life made from the love of the stars, from heavenly source. I remember myself as worth the dust of the earth. I live, my eyes to the sky, remember my words, the wings of fly, and keep my feet on the ground and love. Here with a fire in my heart, a light of my soul, headed on through the dark. I am the soul of the world. The soul of the world is revealed through a humble heart and life loves thee. The other part. The soul of the world is revealed through the my heart. I love life and life loves life. The soul I walk, covering cloud, follow my heart and believe in myself. I know the blessing of life's love. I walk, remembering how to follow my heart. I believe in myself, and I know the blessing of life's love. I walk, remembering how to follow my heart and believe in myself. I know the blessing of life's love. The last verse. Here with a fire in my heart, the light of my soul, I'm burning on through the dark. I am the soul of the world love. Let's do that last line a few times. I am the soul of the world love. I am the soul of the world love. I am the soul of the world love.
You can throw some kiss emojis up. I'm going to stop the screen share. And what I'd like to do before we initiate the ritual aspect is I think it would be really wonderful, Reya, if a few people could come up and share their voices. Like you sing a line and let them echo it back. Okay? So who would like in our online collective community here to echo back with Reya. So you'll both be off of mute, and then she'll sing a line, and then you sing it back so that we can keep creating this field together.
You can put your hand up.
Yeah, you can
and then
put
you'll
your hand
pop
up.
to the front of our screen.
I see some smiles. Who would like to come? Susan, perfect. I'm gonna spotlight Susan, and I'll add ours to it.
So we'll do
There we go.
that first part, I walk, remembering how. And so you can just repeat it after me. Ready?
I walk,
Remembering how
to follow my heart,
follow my heart
and believe in myself.
and believe in myself.
I
know
the blessing of life, love.
the blessing of life, love.
Thank you, Susan. So beautiful. Who else will like to come? Thank you, Susan. Who else would like to echo and sing back? Okay, Chelsea. Chelsea loves the honeybees.
Hi, Chelsea.
There's the honeybee. Yep.
Are you ready? Okay.
I walk,
remembering how,
follow my heart,
follow my heart,
believe in myself.
believe in myself.
I know
I know
the blessing of life, love.
of life, love.
Thank you, Chelsea. And you all know about the magic and the power of three. So, who shall our third person be? Thank you, Chelsea. Helen. Woo! Thank you, Helen. Here we go.
Hi, Helen.
Hi, Helen.
You ready?
Hi. Wait, what were the lyrics again? Let me, I'm just, okay.
I walk,
I walk,
remembering how
remembering how
to follow my heart
to follow my heart
and believe in myself.
and believe in myself.
I know
I know
the blessing of life, love.
the blessing of life, love.
It's like talking to a friend, like, oh, love, like the life, love, or the universe, or yourself, or whoever. Okay, are you ready?
Uh-huh.
I walk,
I walk,
remembering how
remembering how
to follow my heart,
follow my heart,
believe in myself.
believe in myself.
I know
I know
blessing of life, love.
the blessing of life, love.
Thank you, Helen. Okay, that was so beautiful, everyone. Amazing. Susanna, you want to come do it?
Okay.
Come on over.
I will do my best.
This is just singing to your heart,
Yes.
in the presence of others who are all loving you. Okay, here we go.
I walk, remembering how to follow my heart, and believe in myself.
blessing of life, love. The blessing of life, love.
Who else wants to do that with Reya? We could stay up all night just doing this. Who else is ready? Come on. One more. Okay, Deborah. I thought it was you. And we just celebrated Deborah's birthday, too.
I walk, remembering how to follow my heart, and believe in myself, I know the blessing of life, love. The blessing of life, love.
Oh, thank you. Okay, once more, all together.
I walk, remembering how to follow my heart, and believe in myself. I know, blessing of life, love. Blessing of life, love.
Thank you, Beltane family. Lift those prayers up. Okay, so everyone have a candle. And Zoe and Jordan, take these over to Carter, who gave us the blessings of, Gillian and then Zoe, you can bring, I'm gonna have you light the one in the back when I give you the go. So do we have one more lighter? So everyone have something to light your candle with. And we have the central flame. Now this is gonna really be, don't do it yet. And if you did, it's okay. So what we wanna do now is visualize that this is our Beltane bright fire flame. And we won't light it yet, just 1 second. Okay, but even if you did light it, it's okay, all right? So don't ever worry, we'll make it work. Start to visualize now what the Beltane fire represents for you in your life. So some of those key codes are, it is a purification, and it is a deep joy. It is a blazing of the eros through the senses, the sensuality, the passions, the reemergence, the rejuvenation, the healing elixir, the vitality, the lifting of the spirit. It's the flowering of the earth, and the earth laughs and flowers. So it's bringing that joy and that laughter through. Really consider for your heart and your life right now these codes of the Beltane fire. It's the power of community. It's the power of the collective. It's the power of remembrance. What is it for you? And feel into this. And before we light this flame, we're going to chant the 9 Awens. Okay, and so Awen is a Gaelic Celtic word that means the flowing spirit. That the flowing spirit, it's like amen, but Awen. The flowing spirit is pouring through us. So I'm going to chant 3 Awens, and we'll all chant together. Reya will chant 3 Awens, and then I'm going to ask Annette, who is our ritual sister, and she really brings in our moon transmissions the power of prayer through, and then Annette will chant 3 Awens. After we chant those 3 Awens and we invoke the flowing, living spirit, this flowing spirit of Awen also has another translation, which is interconnectivity, that the flowing spirit of Awen and creativity actually awakens even more through the gateways of interconnectivity with all of us together. Okay, so it's Awen. So just wherever you feel it, you can stand up, you can dance it however you like. I'm gonna just feel it in my body and chant it. Here we go. Awen, all together. Awen.
Ah, where, ah, where.
And one more, Annette. Just one more, because I just found you.
Ah, where.
Thank you, Annette. I love you. Okay. Now let's have our candles and the lighter ready. And before we light it, really hold that candle to your heart. If you happen to have like an essential oil or something, you could anoint your candle. If you are working with any type of magical symbols, you can draw or inscribe that symbol onto your candle, or you could just, before you light it, just breathe the Beltane blessing, bright fire, heart breath to the candle. And then with all your love and all your grace and all your upliftment of the powers of this great eve and night and day, begin to light this candle. And now as you light the candle, if it's possible, you can hold it up here so that we can all just have the lift of that great light. Really give this blessing, and let's pour it like to the center and see it as one collective Beltane fire. And so we'll take this one. Anything that you have that you will like to, you can take ritual objects or anything at all, and you can just pass it over the flame of the fire. And so this could even, can really be anything at all. You can just do it as a vision. You can do it as an intention. We're gonna leap it too. There'll be a little, just in a moment. So really give these blessings. And then just place the candle somewhere that it works for you, that you can still have the gaze. And for this eve, we're gonna write a love letter. And this love letter can be a love letter to yourself. It can be to a lover in your life. It could be to nature, to the earth. It could be to a beloved that you are calling into your life right now. An alchemical beloved that you're calling to, and you write the letter to them. And just really do it with the depth of your feeling and with the wholeness of your being. And it could be a love letter to yourself, to nature, to your lover, to an alchemical beloved, all of them too. So feel what the power of love is for you right now in your life, how you want to bathe in this love, heighten this love, call in this love, celebrate this love, praise this love. Let this be a letter of praise, a love letter to the temples of this land, a love letter to the earth where you live, a love letter to your lineage, to your bloodlines, to your ancestors, a love letter to the children. So as you begin to write, and then I'm just going to tell you what's going to happen with this letter if you choose, that you will keep it on your altar, tending to it through this week. And then on the full moon of Scorpio on the Friday night, then you burn this letter. and you scoop up the ash and you take it out to your gardens in the forest, into the trees, into the flowering of the earth, and you pour that ash into the earth, and you let that become the next fertile growth that's calling everything in. Okay, so I'm going to give some time, and if Reya feels it, she'll play a little music too. I also have pins here for anyone that needs it from this room.
In the darkness, I found the light streaming through just beyond sight. I rise with the sun, singing praise to the one, that the light may live on and fill everyone. Ay, 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 yeah, 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 yeah. In the secret old groves, we remember our oaks, where the springs of life flow and the mystery grows. Breezes have blown, seeds have been sown, love has been known through to my soul. Ay, 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 yeah, 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 yeah. Calling all of my friends, come and tend the garden. With our hearts we can lend everything in the end. Calling all of my friends, come and tend the garden. With our hearts we can lend everything in the end. Hey, 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 hey. beyond the light, streaming through, just beyond sight. Arise with the sun, singing praise to the one that the light may live on and fill everyone. Aye, 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 yeah, 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 yeah,
You can keep writing and keep singing and just being. And then you can also take your candle and place it somewhere that you can have the sacred Beltane leap over. So you just leap over it, okay? So I'll leap right here. I'm leaping over to you, Jordan. Okay. So come move back a little bit. We can come right here. Keep coming. Keep leaping if you want. Yeah, keep going.
Come and tell the garden with our hearts we can make everything perfect. Come and tell the garden.
And we'll keep singing so Reya can leap over. Make your leap. I hope you all are Anyone else making their leap? So we've made our Beltane leap. You can keep leaping all night long. Now, if you have any form of water and you have any form of a flower or any little beautiful green something from the earth, then this can be symbolic of our Beltane morning dew. So you're going to dip that beautiful green and flowering earth into the water and give yourself a blessing. Really give yourself the blessings of the nectar, of the ambrosia, of the dew, of the healing and the nurturing and the revitalizing powers of the earth, of the fire, the water, the nectar. And you can keep doing that and I'll pass it around so that you all give those blessings with each other. And then we want to really just turn it and everyone's giving blessings. Just keep blessing. I mean, the key to it all really in ritual and in coming together is to generate blessing energy. To generate blessing energy. So let's keep generating that blessing energy. We are going to Cairo tomorrow. And so we have the red and the white, here symbolically. These are traditional colors. Also in Tantra, they work with the red and the white. Yes, and Carter, you can leave yours too. Or come here too. Yes, come on over. Come right over. So the red and the white. And so what we're gonna do tomorrow is we're gonna find a little tree and we're gonna wrap these threads. And you go one direction. Just make it a circle in one direction. So if we were and then we would weave this in opposite directions so that you weave a maypole like that. And the dance is by weaving in and out. So you take the opposites, moving in a circular way, but opposite directions, and you actually make that the sacred weaving and the woven pathway, the beauty way. This is the beauty way. And then you're all dancing these opposites together, and we're all in the dance together, and creates this fabulously beautiful, wondrous maypole. So that's what we'll be doing, and so those have been cooking up here. And so now just hold in your heart again what alchemy is happening for you at this time, the weaving of the opposites into a sacred divine union and dance. And now really hold that. We're going to really just give our full gratitude and thanks. We give thanks to the north and the west and the south and the east, and to the earth and the water and the fire and the air, and to the great center of that sovereignty and that grace and the power of spirit that runs through us and is us. By the air that is her breath, and by the fire of her bright spirit, by the earth that is her body, and by the waters of her living womb. This circle is open, but unbroken. Merry meet, and merry part, and merry meet again. May the circle be open but unbroken. May the love of the goddess be ever in your heart. Merry meet and merry part, and merry meet again, again. May the circle be open but unbroken. May the love of the God be ever in our hearts. Merry meet and merry part, and merry meet again, again. May the circle be open but unbroken. May the love of the divine be ever in our hearts. Merry meet and merry part, and merry meet again, again. May the circle be open but unbroken. May the love of the fairy be ever in your heart. Merry meet and merry part, and merry meet again, again. May the circle be open but unbroken. May the love of the fire be ever in your heart. Merry meet and merry part, and merry meet again, again. Bring those honeybees. Start humming. Come on in, make it a beehive. Get in close, bee. You know what they do when they find the nectar? What do the bees do? They do a wiggle dance. They shake. So shake it out and wiggle, because what are they doing? They're communicating. They're saying, hey, I found some nourishment. I found some beauty. I found some food. Come be close. Let's all have it together. So here we go. And then rub those mystic honeybee heart fire hands and really get that Beltane bright fire growing, glowing, igniting, blazing. Take a big breath in, blow it into your hands. And now let's really give it out to each and all, near and far, here and there, through all time, through all space, through all eternity. And so it is. Blessed be. Amen. Awen. Aho. Ashe. Shalom. Jai Ma. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om. We are so grateful for all of you and that we could be here together live from these gorgeous lands. And we're gonna, some things to do is like in the morning, just really go out and gather the Beltane dew. Annette and I were together last a year at this time, and we were out in the early morning and gathering the dew from the flowers and all over our bodies. So really give yourself these gifts and just be the love, It's like celebrate the love, call in the love, and really truly be the love. The honey in the heart is the key code here for Beltane. And so let that elixir of love and the honey of your own heart be like a medicine for the world at this time and a celebration for the world and for all your relationships and every single part of your being. And we are so grateful for you. And just going to offer it to Reya to really bless this space with her great blessing energy. And thank you for your songs and thank you for your beauty.
Well, from our hearts to the collective heart, may we see peace and harmony for all beings. May we vision this beautiful flame within each of our hearts, this flame of being true to ourselves, following our hearts, loving ourselves, and seeing this flame expanding, this light expanding, filling our collective, bringing us to that unity, coming to unity, community, and seeing this light expanding, holding every being on this earth, seeing us all bathed in this beautiful golden light, connecting us all, highlighting the threads that weave us all together, and seeing through these threads of light this restoration of connection, this restoration of honoring, of respect, of love, of humility, the deepening of our connection and understanding of one another, and the cleansing and clearing of our connection with our Mother Earth and with Source, seeing our waters blessed, our soil healthy, rich, and organic, our mountain peaks strong and intact, our forests strong and healthy, the children of the world well loved and cared for, families at peace, nations at peace, just holding in our collective heart field the beautiful world that we can envision, the most beautiful world that we can envision, knowing that with the power of our intention, our choices, our voices, that this is the reality that we live into in our future. And calling upon the fire of our hearts to stand up for the truth, to be so aligned with goodness and honoring that our lives are truly a blessing to this world, to our families, to one another. And just sending this blessing out, forward and backwards, through future and past, through every possibility that exists, so that love leads the way.
Visualize that we all go to that community hearth fire, and now we bring our individual branch or torch, and we all put it in, and we all ignite that flame, and we take it back now to our homes, but with the remembrance of the heart and the hearth of the collective whole, and back into our individual homes. And then the codes are there, the circuitry is there, the remembrance is there, and we are no longer alone, but we are at one in our solitude, and we are whole and complete in our own alchemical journey, and we are whole and holy in our remembrance with each other as this collective power, the honey in the heart. Thank you, thank you.